Hey everyone! What if Deku had the Speedforce quirk? In part 1, we'll explore how this changes his relationships and fuels gossip. Let's dive in. Izuku Midoriya, a 10-year-old boy, was diagnosed as quirkless at age 5. In a world ruled by superpowers, anyone without one is marginalized. Izuku was no exception. Sitting alone near a swing at school, he waited for his mom to pick him up. His childhood friend Bakugo, whom he calls Kachan, approached to tease him, as usual. This time, though, Bakugo accidentally caused a big explosion, leaving Izuku nearly unconscious. The other kids ran away in fear. Izuku, Kachan, help me trying to stand up. Bakugo, Izuku, I'm sorry runs away. Izuku, coughs blood, I don't want to die, sorry, mom. I couldn't become a hero, I couldn't save anyone, rain starts to fall. Izuku was about to lose consciousness. Memories flashed in his mind, watching All Might videos, meeting Bakugo and a girl with orange hair, being diagnosed quirkless, losing friends, and when his orange-haired friend left. Izuku, what was her name? Right, Kendo. As he closed his eyes, the rain turned into a storm. Lightning flashed above him. Just when he was about to take his last breath, a bolt struck his chest, making him tremble and fall unconscious. His mother arrived minutes later and rushed him to the hospital. Inko Midoriya was in tears, her only son was fighting for his life. In Izuku's mind, everything was blank. Izuku, where am I? Oh, I died, didn't I? Tears falling. Question mark, you are not dead yet. Izuku, startled, where am I? Question mark, you are in your mind. I brought you here. I can give you a second chance if you want. Izuku, I must be crazy, but if I'm dying, it doesn't matter. What do I need to do? Question mark, I'll give you a power, a quirk called Speedforce. It will grant you abilities beyond imagination. It's your choice to use it for revenge or to become a hero. Extends hand. Izuku, Speedforce, sounds cool. Shakes hand. Question mark, from now on, you're part of something greater, Izuku Midoriya. You're part of the Speedforce. Now, wake up. Izuku woke up suddenly in a hospital bed. 5 months had passed since he fell into a coma. Izuku, looks around. I'm in a hospital. Inko, entering the room. Son. Hugs him, crying, you're awake. Izuku, how long? Inko, 5 months, you were in a coma for 5 months. Releases hug. Izuku, felt like seconds. Izuku tried to get out of bed and saw everything slow down, with green lightning coming from his body. As he stood up, the sheet flew off. Inko, son, do you have a quirk? Surprised. Izuku, I have a quirk. Crying. Inko, it seems not everything that happened was bad. Hugging him tighter. Izuku, yeah, not everything was bad. Watching green lightning from his hands, I don't remember everything, but it's called Speedforce. I have 3 years to train my power. Wait for me. After getting his new quirk, Izuku Midoriya decided to train it. He was at a clear disadvantage compared to others, with only 3 years to control and improve his quirk. After the incident, Izuku distanced himself from his classmates, becoming like a ghost, never seen during breaks or at the end of the day. He used every moment to work on his quirk, noting every improvement in his notebook. In the first few years, he broke the sound barrier, and in his last year of middle school, he learned to shoot a beam. He signed up for the UA exams, with 5 months left to train. During that time, a villain attacked him, and he found out that by vibrating his body, he could phase through objects. He managed to trap the villain in a bottle using tape until All Might arrived, thanked Izuku, and took the villain away. In the past, Izuku would have fainted seeing All Might, but now he felt indifferent. Izuku kept training until the UA exam day. Izuku, so it's today, huh? No need to be nervous, today is your first step to being a hero. Just have to walk and, trips, how unlucky, starts floating, huh? Question mark, sorry for using my quirk on you, it would have been bad luck if you fell. Deactivates quirk, let's give our best. Izuku, thanks. Rushes away. Question mark, quite cold, but no matter, let's go, Uraka, you can do it. Izuku quickly finished the written exam. For his age, he was quite smart. He waited in the physical test area, wearing a simple tank top and sports shorts. After a few minutes, others arrived. Izuku stayed silent during the presentation, only annoyed when a boy with glasses interrupted the pro hero. Present mic, start. Izuku dashed out, creating a strong gust of wind that pushed others back. He easily destroyed the robots by vibrating through them, collecting points until he decided to rest. Izuku, these robots are tough sitting on a ledge but nothing unusual. Here's a crash. What's happening? Izuku saw the 0-point robot. It was huge, and he couldn't use his previous tactic. The smartest option was to run, but that's not what a hero would do. Izuku ran at the robot, climbed to its head, and jumped, hitting it hard enough to make it stagger. He kept hitting until it started to fall. Thinking his job was done, he jumped down, but saw the same girl trapped under debris, with the robot about to fall on her. Izuku ran, picked her up bridal style, and moved them both away from the falling robot. Izuku, are you okay? Uraka, why yes, thank you for saving me. Izuku, it's what a hero would do. Uraka, my name is Uraka, by the way. Izuku Midoriya, nice to meet you. Present Mike, time's up. Wait for the results in a week. Uraka, you can put me down now. Izuku, oh? Confused oh, sorry rubs head. Uraka, what happened to his seriousness? Well, you were amazing. Izuku, I don't think it was that great. Uraka, your quirk gives you amazing speed. I hope we're in the same class. Fist bumps him. Izuku, same here. Returns gesture. Uraka, I should go, my parents want me to call them, but I left my phone at home. Izuku, no worries, I can take you there, I've got nothing to do. Uraka, really? Izuku, yep, where do you live? Uraka, 150 Nero with Dante. Izuku, Nero with Dante? Sounds familiar, let's go. Picks her up again. Normal to carry you, right? Uraka, blushing L. Let's go. Izuku, let's go. Also blushing. After getting lost about 20 times, they arrived at Uraka's apartment. Uraka, finally, thanks for bringing me. Izuku, and no problem. Uraka, ha 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 ha. Izuku, what's so funny? Uraka, your sudden personality change, from serious to sweet. Izuku, SS sweet? Door opens. Uraka, the door's open, see you in a week, Midoriya. Izuku, see you, Uraka. After saying goodbye to Uraka, Izuku went to the store to buy pencils and some colors like black or red. He paid and went home quickly. Upon arriving, he heard a scream, opened the door fast, and saw a shocking scene, his mom on the kitchen floor with a red stain. Izuku, Mom? Inko, Izuku, you're home. Izuku, wait, what? Inko, I dropped a tomato, I wanted to make a salad. Izuku, it was just a tomato? Inko, yes, did you think it was blood? Izuku, and no, embarrassed. Inko, oh, son, I won't die until I see you become a true hero, or have grandkids, whichever comes first. Izuku, Moom. Inko, ha ha ha, now come eat. Izuku, I'm coming, just putting this in my room. Showing the bag. Inko, is that for your hero costume design? Izuku, yep, just needed the colors. Inko, isn't it more like armor? Izuku, a hero must always be ready for anything. Inko, yeah, put that away and come eat. Izuku, in a flash. Izuku waited a week for the UA letter. A mouse-like creature told him classes would start in a week, so he took the time to relax. The week passed uneventfully. 1 week later. Izuku, today's the big day. My mom left for work, I've had breakfast, books, checks his backpack, got them. Pencils, got them. Cold personality to avoid getting hurt, check. Let's go. Izuku ran to the UA building and quickly found his classroom. Seeing no one inside, he placed his backpack by the window and started looking at his phone until the first person entered. Sorry for being late, sees the empty room, damn, I'm too early, notices someone, you look familiar. Izuku, well, guess I'll wait. Time passed, and while it felt like any other day to Izuku, the girl found the situation awkward. Being in a new school, she thought making a friend might not be a bad idea. What's your name? Izuku Midoriya. And yours? Jiru, Kyokajiru. Why are you here so early? Izuku, my quirk is speed, I lost track of time. Jiru, he's so dry, what do I do? How's the weather? Izuku, looks like we're both bored. I'll just pretend you didn't ask that, GG. Jiru, it's Jiru. Izuku, right, you look like you're into rock music, am I right? Jiru, wow, don't you? You look emo. Izuku, actually, I prefer electronic music. Jiru, breaking stereotypes, huh? Izuku, you could say that. They laughed a little until someone else walked in. Question mark, looks around, darn, I'm not the first, adjusting his glasses, nice to meet you, I'm Ida Tenya, waving robotically. Izuku Midoriya. Jiru, Kyoka Jiru. Ida, why are you so early? Most people arrive 10 minutes before class. Jiru, bad clock. Izuku, I misjudged my speed. Ida, another speed quirk user, nice to meet you. Hope we become good friends, sensing someone behind him, huh? Izuku, I'm not here to make friends. If it happens, fine, but I want to focus on becoming a hero. Jiru, ooh, edgy. Izuku, look who's talking, sidekick. Jiru, how dare you, broccoli head. Ida, calm down, this isn't the place for a fight. Izuku, the robot's right. Someone else arrives, looks around, darn, I'm not first, realizes what she said, sorry about that. Jiru, don't worry, someone already said that, points to Ida, nice to meet you, I'm Tenya Ida. Izuku Midoriya. Tired of saying it. Jiru, Kyoka Jiru. Me too. Momo, nice to meet you, I'm Momo Yaoyorozu. Izuku went back to his seat and saw Kyoka sitting nearby. Jiru, you know, I thought we'd get along better. Izuku, you wish, you green. Jiru, you green? Izuku, a brand for sidekicks. Jiru, wow, gonna make jokes like that all day? Izuku, probably, yeah. People started arriving in small groups, introducing themselves as they entered. Izuku kept to himself until he saw a familiar face. Izuku, is that who I think it is? Question mark, Izuku uu. Izuku, Kendo? Kendo, I can't believe I found you here. Hugs him. Izuku, me neither. Jiru, well, Mr. Edgy gets all sentimental. Izuku, not now, sidekick. Jiru, sidekick? Kendo, I haven't seen you since we were kids. Sorry I couldn't say goodbye. I had to leave that day. You're not mad, right? Puppy eyes. Izuku, and no, not at all. What matters is we're back together, right? Smiles. Kendo, exactly. How's Kachan, by the way? Izuku, with a glare, things changed a lot after you left. We're not friends anymore. Kendo, what? Why? Izuku, well, bell rings, I'll tell you later. Sees Bakugo entering, or he can tell you. Bakugo, Izuku, you bastard, what are you doing here? Izuku, I'm here to fulfill my dream, you idiot. Bakugo, you wanna die? Izuku, try it. Moves behind him. Oh, I forgot, you're too slow. Bakugo turns instantly to find Izuku, but he's back in his seat. Izuku, too slow. Kendo, how much have you changed, Izuku? Bakugo, nerd, I. Someone appears in what looks like a cocoon. Aizawa, if you're here to make friends, you might as well leave. Uraka, sorry, my train was late. Aizawa, come in. Meet me in the yard in 30 minutes in your uniforms. We have a physical test. Kaminari, what about introductions? Aizawa, you're heroes. You don't have time for that. After Aizawa's order, everyone went to the locker rooms to change into their sports gear and headed to the yard. Aizawa, you points to Bakugo, were first in the exam. Throw this ball using your quirk. Bakugo, get ready, extras. Concentrates an explosion in his hand. De. Kendo, he hasn't changed at all. Everyone else, die? Aizawa, shows a phone with the score 500 meters. That's what we're doing today, physical tests to determine your ability. Next, Izuku Midoriya. Izuku, on it, grabs the ball. Aizawa throws. Anything goes as long as I'm in this circle, right? Aizawa, correct. Izuku started running around the circle, creating a whirlwind, and then threw the ball as hard as he could. Aizawa, 650 meters. Izuku. Aizawa, next, Melissa Shield. The tests continued, with Izuku ranking high in strength-related tasks and excelling in speed, outpacing even Ida. Izuku was slightly surprised to see a girl misuse her quirk, breaking a finger in the first test and performing poorly in the rest. He couldn't remember her name but thought it started with an M. Izuku, MM Maria, no, Mimi Melissa, That's it whispering. Uraka overheard him. Uraka, so, Melissa, huh? You think she's pretty? Izuku, no, well, yes, but that's not the point. Uraka, then what? Izuku, she only used her quirk once and broke a finger. I feel there's more to it. Uraka, don't start making theories. She must have a good reason. Izuku, if you say so. I'll let it go for now. Uraka, look, the test is over. I ranked 10th. You? Izuku, 3rd, below Todoroki and Bakugo. Uraka, as expected, you're just fast. Izuku, hey, I can shoot lightning too. Uraka, okay, lightning too. Kendo, Izuku, how'd you do? Izuku, 3rd. They beat me this time, but next time will be different. Kendo, I see some of the Izuku I remember is still there, good, I hope so. Morning rose in Japan. Our green-haired friend, Izuku, woke up as usual. He went to the kitchen for breakfast. It was normal not to see his mother, she worked hard to cover the household expenses. Izuku understood this and didn't hold any grudge. After breakfast, he put on his uniform and headed straight to UA using his speed. This time, he made sure to arrive earlier, so most of his classmates were already there. He entered, sat at his desk, and waited for class to start, thinking about listening to music when Uraka covers his eyes, guess who? Izuku, Uraka, stop playing around. Uraka, come on, don't be such a buzzkill. You disappeared quickly after the test yesterday. Izuku, my quirk is about speed, and I was getting bored. Uraka, oh, come on, you could use your speed to make a lot of money. Izuku, ha ha, if you're done joking, you can leave. Uraka, stop being so grumpy. Hugs him tightly. Izuku, starts vibrating and phases through her arms, nice try. Uraka, pouts. Kendo, I see you've learned new tricks since the last time I saw you. Izuku, Kendo, yep, you're not the only one who's been training. Smiling. Uraka, not fair, Midoriya, why are you nice to her? Izuku, maybe because I've known her since we were kids. Sarcastic. Ida, he has a good point. Izuku, ah. Where did you come from? Ida, I was bored and thought I'd join the conversation. Moves arms like a robot. Izuku, oh great, anyone else? Melissa, actually. Izuku, oh, please no. Everyone started laughing at Izuku's reaction, making him smile a bit. Uraka, you have to tell us how you met Kendo. Izuku, no way. Kendo, it all started when we were 5 years old. Ida, playing a harp. Izuku, where did you? You know what, just start. Flashback. Izuku and Kachan were at the park where they used to play. At that time, Bakugo didn't hate him for not having a quirk, so everything was normal. Izuku, Kachan, look, she's alone. Bakugo, leave her, Izuku. She's probably alone for a reason. Izuku, but a hero always helps everyone. Walks to the girl. Bakugo, wait, Izuku. Izuku, reaching the girl, hi. Why are you alone? Kendo, I don't have friends. Izuku, why not? Kendo, my quirk, they think it's useless. Makes her hands grow a bit. Izuku, whoa, that's amazing. Look, Kachan. Bakugo, what's up? Whoa, that looks awesome. Izuku, exactly. Kendo, really? You don't think it's, useless? Izuku, no quirk is useless, no matter how bad it seems. Kendo, blushing. Izuku, I didn't mean yours is bad. Bakugo, mine will definitely be better. Kendo, ha ha ha. Izuku, what's up, Kachan? Bakugo, no idea. Kendo, nothing, I just got a fit of giggles. I'm Kendo, 6 years old, nice to meet you. Izuku Midoriya, 5 years old. Bakugo. Izuku, introduce yourself, Kachan. Bakugo, tch, fine, Bakugo Katsuki, 5 years old. Kendo, so Izuku and Bakugo, or Kachan? Bakugo, not you too. Kendo, I hope we become great friends. Izuku, me too, right, Kachan? Bakugo, whatever. End of flashback. Kendo, After that, I moved away at the end of the year and lost touch. Jiru, Izuku, you can't leave us hanging. What happened next? Izuku, bell rings, too late, when did you get here? Sitting down. Jiru, I sit next to you, remember? Izuku. Aizawa, alright class, today we have a special training session with All Might. I am here as a regular person. Everyone except Izuku, Bakugo, and Todoroki, it's All Might. All Might, the one and only. Ha ha ha. Today we have combat training. Head to Field Gamma and put on your hero suits. Everyone went to the lockers to change. After a while, and an attempt by Mineta to spy on the girls that Kyoka thwarted, they all came out in their hero suits. Kendo, wow, your suit looks like armor. Izuku, a hero has to be ready for anything. Imagine the lightning is green instead of orange. Kendo, and it fits your hero name perfectly. What was it again? Izuku, accelerate. Kendo, English for speed up. Izuku, maybe I'll change it later. It's the best I could come up with. Uraka, your suit looks great, like a sophisticated knight. Izuku, yours aren't bad either, a Chinese-inspired one and an astronaut. Uraka, hey, doesn't Ida also look like a knight? Kendo, sort of. Izuku, we need to listen to All Might. Moving forward. Kendo/Uraka, wait for us. All Might, alright, this training will be as follows. A board comes down from the ceiling, 2 teams, one of villains and one of heroes. The villains must protect the bomb and prevent capture, while the heroes must catch the villains or touch the bomb. These are the teams. Izuku and Melissa. Bakugo and Kendo. Uraka and Ida. Kyoka and Kaminari. A while later. First up, Team 5 and Team 7. Izuku, that's us. Bakugo, so, it's against you, nerd. Kendo, let's have a fair fight. Melissa, and me too. All Might, the villains are Accelerate and Sunflower, while the heroes are Battle Fist and Bakugo. Bakugo, what happened to my hero name? All Might, think of a better one, ha ha ha, get ready. Izuku and Melissa went to the building where the bomb was and started planning. Izuku, why Sunflower? Melissa, because of my hair color, and they called me that a lot in the US. Izuku, nice name, it reminds me of a song. Melissa, needless to say, I keep her in check. Izuku, she was a bad, nevertheless. Both, ha ha ha. Melissa, so, what's the plan? Izuku, Bakugo will come straight for me. Can you handle Kendo? Melissa, of course. Don't you trust me? Izuku, not much. You broke a finger during the test. Melissa, I know, my body can't handle my quirk. Izuku, what if you try spreading it over your whole body instead of one spot? Melissa, what do you mean? All Might, begin. Izuku, you'll figure it out. Running down the stairs. Melissa, spreading it over my whole body, focuses. Izuku started running down using his speed and found Bakugo's group ahead. He got behind them, and a strong gust of wind blew. Izuku, well, what do we have here? Heroes. Menacing look. Kendo, swallows, he's taking this seriously. Bakugo, Kendo, go up and take care of the bomb. Kendo, but we're a team. Bakugo, this is between the nerd and me. Go. Kendo, fine. Starts looking for the bomb. Bakugo, alright, nerd, it's just you and me. Izuku, I'm going to pay you back for everything you've done. Gets behind him, starting with a punch to the stomach. Bakugo turned quickly but still took the punch, sending him into a nearby wall. Bakugo, alright, let's see who's better. Getting up. Bakugo, alright, let's see who's better standing up. Izuku quickly moved towards Bakugo, who kicked him up and then punched him down to the ground. Bakugo tried to blast Izuku, but he dodged it fast. Izuku, am I right, or are you unusually slow? Getting closer. No, you've always been this slow. Kicking him always slow. Bakugo, spitting blood. Hey, didn't think you had this strength, nerd. Trying to blast him again. Izuku, next to the blast and you miss again. One more and you're out, Bakugo punching him in the stomach. Izuku was about to hit Bakugo more when he saw Bakugo's hand coming close to his face. He reacted quickly and stepped back. When he tried to approach again, he saw his former friend holding a grenade glove. All Might, young Bakugo, if you do that, young Midoriya might die. Bakugo, he won't die if he doesn't get hit pulling the trigger. Without thinking twice, Izuku started vibrating to go through the blast. It hit him for a moment in the arms as he used them to protect himself, causing some damage, but then he passed through it as if it were nothing. Izuku, I see you have tricks like that with burned arms, but it won't be enough. Izuku moved closer to the tired Bakugo and began hitting him all over, with Bakugo unable to defend himself. Izuku, this is punch for everything punch in the face you've put me through. Izuku's green-haired classmates watched as he defeated Bakugo. All Might was about to stop the fight when Bakugo, nerd, Izuku, what? Are you going to say you're better or insult me before you pass out? Bakugo, I'm sorry in a low voice, then he passes out. Izuku, what? Melissa, Izuku. Izuku, oh, Melissa, what's up? Melissa, can you help me with kendo? I tried what you said, and it worked, but I can't control it. Izuku, I'll be right there using his speed. In a flash, Izuku arrived at the Kendo and Melissa fight scene. There were broken walls and cracked floors, while Kendo had bruises and Melissa was barely standing. Melissa, for being fast, you're late. Izuku, I was handling other things, but I'm here now. Kendo, give up now or it will be worse. Kendo, a hero never gives up panting. Izuku, then you leave me no choice. Izuku approached Kendo's back with a frightening aura. Just as everyone thought he would do the same as with Bakugo, he only knocked her out with a hit to the neck, winning the exercise. All Might, villains win, injured to the infirmary. Melissa, heard you, Izuku tired we won raising her fist. Izuku, what was Bakugo talking about? Melissa, Earth to Izuku waving her hand in front of his face, are you okay? Izuku, yes acknowledges the gesture. I'll take Bakugo and Kendo to the infirmary, see you later leaves. In a few seconds, Izuku had taken both to the infirmary and was waiting for them to recover. He refused help and showed that his wounds were healing on their own, which caused him significant pain, but nothing he couldn't handle. Izuku, Bakugo, I'm sorry, but thinking a simple apology can make up for everything he's done? I'm not a fool to forgive him like nothing happened. It was no small matter. After Bakugo found out Izuku had no quirk, he bullied him almost daily with explosions, kicks, and insults. The one who was once his best friend turned into his worst nightmare. This would have continued if not for the lightning that struck Izuku. This time, he could escape, running every day. Though he knew they couldn't catch him, he was afraid. In the last year, as Izuku improved his quirk, he started defending himself, dodging attacks, and even returning them. But he still wanted revenge. Now that he had it, seeing his former friend unconscious on the infirmary bed left him feeling nothing, no happiness, no satisfaction, nothing. After a while, Kendo woke up and saw Izuku sitting in the corner, deep in thought. Kendo, Izuku, how long was I asleep? Getting up. Izuku, 3 hours. Bakugo's on the other side pointing to the other bed. Kendo, what happened to him? Izuku, I think I went a bit too far. Kendo, you made Bakugo and me pass out with a terrified look. Izuku, okay, maybe I went a bit overboard, but Bakugo deserved it, and you were on the verge of passing out. Melissa gave you a good fight. Kendo, I thought it would be easy at first. She wasn't using her quirk, but then she was fast, not as fast as you, but fast. And golden lightning was coming from her body. Izuku, so she did what I said, she probably found a way to control her quirk. Kendo, probably. Bakugo, getting up where? Looking around Kendo, nerd. Kendo, hey, Bakugo, we haven't talked since I arrived. Izuku, you have a lot to explain. Bakugo, TSK, listen nerd, what I said. Izuku, do you think a simple apology will fix the years you made my life miserable? Kendo, what do you mean? Izuku, you don't know? After you left, this explosive guy here wouldn't stop bothering me for not awakening my quirk. I got nothing but hits and explosions. Bakugo, I'm sorry, okay? I was a stupid kid. I didn't think I could do so much harm. Izuku, the same naive Bakugo. Kendo, look, I may not know what happened, but his apologies seem sincere. Give him a chance. Izuku, it's not that simple. Kendo, maybe they won't become best friends again, but they're going to be heroes. They can't help people if they're fighting each other. Izuku, as always, Kendo is right, alright, Bakugo, I don't forgive you, but I'll try to be more friendly. Bakugo, I just wanted to vent, not, interrupted. Kendo, well, how about ending this with a hug? Izuku, I don't think that will work. Bakugo, I'd prefer a handshake. Izuku, same here. Kendo, something is better than nothing, embarrassed. Izuku, so, I hope we can get along, Bakugo offering his hand. Bakugo, same here, nerd shaking his hand. After the incident with Bakugo, classes ended, and everyone wanted to ask Izuku questions, but he left in a flash. He got home, and as usual, his mother wasn't there. The green-haired boy decided to rest on his bed. He put on his headphones and started listening to music, eventually falling asleep while thinking. In his mind, the Speedforce appeared. Izuku, you again? Speedforce, I wanted to see how much you've improved since we last met. What's your name again? Accelerate? Izuku, at least when we talk, could you take a human form? It stresses me out hearing you from everywhere. Speedforce, if it's easier for you, I'll do it. Speedforce, better? Izuku, but why a schoolgirl? I don't get it. Speedforce, what you see is just a projection of your mind. You see me in this form. Izuku, what did I do to deserve this? Speedforce, well, I came to ask if you're going to continue on the hero path. Izuku, it's been my dream since I was little. Of course, I'm going to be a hero. Speedforce, today you didn't seem like one. You beat up your classmate Bakugo until he stopped you with a word. If it wasn't for that, I'm sure you would have broken several bones. The way everyone looked at you wasn't the look they give to a hero. Izuku, shut up. Speedforce, besides your cold attitude and the look in your eyes that only radiated revenge, are you sure you want to be a hero? Izuku. Speedforce, you're the last person with this power, capable of doing wonders. If you wanted, you could be the greatest villain of all. There would be no rules for you.
Izuku, I won't be a villain.
I don't care what you say. Nothing will separate me from that path. Speedforce, your power can be used in many ways. You can kill someone in an instant or put out a fire with just your arms. The choice is yours, fades away. Izuku, listen to me, Speedforce. I won't be a villain. No matter what happens, I will always fight for good. Wakes up abruptly. Izuku, damn it. After getting up, Izuku took a shower and realized he had slept all day. It was 5 a.m. the next day, and he didn't know what to do. The green-haired boy wasn't tired, and there was still time before school opened. He put on a red hood and decided to run through the streets of Japan at high speed. He came across Kendo's old house, noticing she was moving back and forth carrying 2 buckets of milk. He decided to surprise her. Izuku, behind her Kendo. Kendo, almost dropping the milk buckets. Izuku? What are you doing here? At looking at her watch, 5:30 a.m. Izuku, I had a bad dream and decided to take a walk. I passed by here and saw you carrying milk buckets back and forth. Why? Kendo, looks like you're still as curious as ever, putting down the buckets. Well. Kendo, have you finished the first part of the training? Kendo, not yet, Grandpa Roshi. I have an unexpected visitor. Izuku, Grandpa Roshi? An elderly man of around 60 years old, with a white mustache, an orange and white shirt, a blue sweater, and sandals, peeks through the door of his house. Roshi, who's this young fellow here? Kendo, it's Izuku, Grandpa. The boy I told you about today. Roshi, you're the guy who knocked out my granddaughter? Izuku, of all the things you could have mentioned, you had to bring that up. Kendo, my mistake. Roshi, don't worry, Kendo. Keep up with the turtle training. Kendo, understood, lifting the buckets. Try to get along with him, please. Izuku, I'll try. Roshi, boy, come here for a moment, waving his hand. Izuku, coming, approaching. What's up, Grandpa? Roshi, I wanted to ask what your intentions are with my granddaughter. Izuku, childhood friends, nothing more, nothing less. Roshi, good, because if anyone harms her, I swear I'd make them feel it. Being family, I can't do anything, but I didn't expect her development to be so impressive. Bleeding from his nose. Izuku. He's a perverted old man, with all due respect, I haven't done any of that. Roshi, alright, but I also wanted to tell you something else. Izuku, and what's that? Roshi, fight me. Izuku, why? Roshi, I want to see how strong the boy who defeated my granddaughter is, assuming a fighting stance. Izuku, if you want, so be it, activating his speed. Roshi, but without your quirk, how does that sound? I'm an old man, I can't keep up. Izuku, deactivating his speed, you have a point. Alright, ready. Roshi, whenever you're ready, young man. Izuku attacked, but the old man dodged and elbowed him in the head. Izuku quickly reacted, kicking, but Roshi blocked it with his hand. Roshi, I see you know some martial arts. Izuku, all from watching anime. Izuku tried again, feinting a punch and then kicking at Roshi's head. He saw the old man go still, thinking he had overdone it. Suddenly, Roshi started gaining muscle and height, and with a single stomach punch, sent Izuku crashing into the building wall. Izuku, spitting blood, I see you have tricks, you perverted old man. Roshi, it's the turtle style, kid. If you want, I can teach you, just like I did with Kendo returning to his normal form. Izuku, this is my defeat. Roshi, so what do you say? Want to learn martial arts? Izuku, in case my quirk gets erased or I can't use it, it'd be good to know how to defend myself, alright, Uro-senin. Roshi, show a bit more respect, kid. Izuku, I respect you, but you're quite the pervert. Roshi, why deny it, shouting Kendo. Kendo, what's going on? Roshi, from now on, you two are officially students of the Turtle School. Izuku, is there a uniform or something? Roshi, we used to have orange gis, but now your sportswear will do. Kendo, Izuku, are you staying for breakfast? Izuku, sure, anyway, my mom leaves before I do. Roshi, bacon and eggs. Kendo, my favorites. Shall we? Offering her hand. Izuku, let's go, taking her hand, as long as she's okay, I'll never be a villain. After breakfast at Kendo's house with his grandpa, Izuku headed home to grab his things and go straight to UA. Aizawa told them to arrive early for a surprise trip. Izuku got there first and waited for everyone. Gradually, the classroom filled up as his friends arrived. Jiro sits down and falls asleep. Izuku, bad night? Jiro, I couldn't sleep, I had a weird dream. Izuku, was about to put on his headphones when Jiro looked at him. Or sure, what did you dream about? Jiro, I don't know, it was like demons invaded us, and you were in a prison with 3 villains I didn't recognize. Then I woke up, and when I went back to sleep, I dreamed you were Spider-Man and a new girl who looked like Melissa named Gwen. Izuku, your dreams are pretty weird. Kyoka, I know, that's why I couldn't sleep. Kendo, what happened? Just arriving. Izuku, Kyoka had some really weird dreams. Kyoka, it was entertaining, okay? Izuku, as Spider-Man, I don't make jokes, by the way. Kendo, you dreamed of Izuku as Spider-Man? Kyoka, I just want to die. Kendo, sitting in front, I always wake up early to train, so I'm usually tired in the morning, yawning. Izuku, since when do you train with the old man? Kendo, don't call him that. Thinking since I left, I started training when I got to Kyoto. Izuku, you gave Melissa a good fight. Kendo, you could say that. She was fast, but her moves were clumsy. I think she couldn't control her speed. Izuku, I could help with that. Kendo, and I would have won if it weren't for you and your stupid speed. Izuku, even if you had beaten Melissa, the result would have been the same. Aizawa, entering the room, all right, everyone coughs. As I said yesterday, we're going on a surprise trip at UA. We're going to USJ to practice rescue with Hero 13. Put on your hero costumes. Now, everyone on the bus, let's go, leaving the classroom. Kendo, should we sit together? Izuku, why not? Everyone started boarding the bus. Ida tried to get everyone to sit in order, but he failed. Izuku and Kendo sat in the middle and started talking. Kendo, how did you discover your quirk? Izuku, well, I can't say I was struck by lightning. When I was 10, while running away from Bakugo, it felt like everything was in slow motion. At first, I thought time was slowing down, but then I realized I was moving really fast. Kendo, wow, at 10 years old, and you mastered it? Izuku, not entirely. Sometimes I lose control, overshoot where I want to go, or shock myself with my own lightning. Kendo, it sounds like it wasn't easy for you. Izuku, no, but I can't complain. If it weren't for this quirk, I wouldn't be here looking at his hand. Kendo, no, you always had that spark to be a hero. You would have found a way holding his hand. Izuku, I guess you're right, aren't you? Smiling. Kendo, finally. Izuku, finally what? Kendo, you're showing your old smile. Izuku blushing. Aizawa, we've arrived, get off the bus in an orderly manner. Everyone got off the bus and saw 13 waiting for them. She led them inside USJ, a large place with different areas. As they entered, a portal opened and villains started coming out. Kirishima, cool, even fake villains. Aizawa, those aren't fake villains, spreading his arms to protect his students. 13, get everyone out, starting to slow down. Izuku, I can't believe villains got in here. Where is All Might when you need him? Putting on his helmet, let's see what song to play. Choosing a song on his helmet, this one, good thing I got a player that matches my speed. Izuku started going down the UA stairs, seeing everything in slow motion. The green-haired hero began hitting the villains one by one with all his strength, targeting their faces, stomachs, and chests. Each villain took a blow from him. He noticed some villains showing their quirks, like growing bigger or pulling out blades. He used their quirks against them, sending water affinity villains to the fire zone and fire or electricity users to the water zone. When he checked the portal again, he saw it closing and a guy with many hands on his face and arms coming out. Izuku used the villain's hands to punch him, sending him flying. He then threw the hand guy into the portal, knowing the metal suit would hurt. Izuku returned to his class and stopped his speed. Aizawa, here seeing the villain situation, what happened? Izuku, who knows? Kendo, you used your speed, right? Izuku, nope, I think they just hit each other or maybe tripped. Shigaraki, what the hell happened here? Pushing Kurogiri. Kurogiri, call the Nomu. Kurogiri, right away opens a portal, and a steroid-enhanced monster steps out. Shigaraki, kill them all, leave none behind, that might get All Might's attention. The Nomu charged at Class 1A. Izuku was tired from using his ability for so long. To them, it was seconds, but to him, it felt like hours of continuous use. He decided to leave it to the heroes. As he was about to rest, he saw a portal open behind 13, injuring her, and the Nomu was beating Aizawa on the ground. Izuku, this can't be. I just got distracted for a second. Ida, get more heroes. Ida, but you're faster. Izuku, I'm staying to help. Go quickly. Kurogiri, I won't let you feel something piercing the metal. What? Izuku, now vibrating through Kurogiri's metal, cracking it slightly. Ida ran towards UA with his recipro burst. Now, it was up to the students to defend themselves. Izuku, now vibrating through Kurogiri's metal, cracking it slightly. Kurogiri, sucking everyone into a huge portal and spreading them across different parts of USJ. Izuku landed with Kendo on a boat, in what seemed like a water rescue area. Izuku, damn, where did we land? Kendo, it looks like we're on a boat, a bit far from the entrance. Izuku, my speed won't be a problem. Tries to use Speedforce but his body twists, collapses on the ground. Kendo, Izuku, are you okay? Approaching him. Izuku, I used my quirk for too long, my body isn't used to it yet. I should be fine in a bit. Villain, I don't think you'll have that time. In front of them appeared a shark-like villain with other villains having gills and fins. Kendo, little shark. Izuku, seriously, now? Kendo, I had to do it, sorry. Villain, just for that, I'll kill you first. Charging at Kendo. The villain was about to reach the orange-haired girl but was thrown back by a slap using his quirk, sending him flying into a mountain area. Izuku, I won't make you angry again. Kendo, you're just realizing that now? Getting distracted as a villain with blades approached her. Izuku, watch out, stepping in front of the attack, slashing his stomach and spitting blood with a murderous look. Izuku vibrated his hand and pierced through the villain's chest like it was nothing, making him faint from fear. Kendo, did you kill him? Izuku, no, coughing, he just fainted from fear. I couldn't kill someone like that. Villain N2, damn you, sending water from his hands. Kendo, he'll push us into the water, if we fall, we're done. Pushing Izuku away and dodging the attack. Izuku, I'm done with this. Izuku started vibrating his entire body, creating a blurry image of himself. His lightning, which was green before, turned red. Within seconds, all the villains were beaten and unconscious on the ground. Izuku returned to the boat and collapsed face first on the floor. Kendo, are you stupid or what? Resting her head on his legs, you just got your stomach slashed and decided to vibrate, making the wound worse. Izuku, humph, I had to do it. They were a nuisance. Kendo, I'm a hero too, Izuku. You don't have to do everything yourself, like you did at the entrance, okay? Izuku, coughing up blood. I had no choice. Kendo, fine, but now a loud noise is heard. What was that? Izuku, I think the heroes arrived. As the green-haired boy said, All Might had arrived. He assessed the situation and went straight for the Nomu. There were punches everywhere. All Might was taking a lot of damage while the Nomu seemed unaffected. Meanwhile, Izuku and Kendo took the opportunity to get closer to the entrance and see what was happening. When they arrived, they saw one of the villains laughing. Shigaraki, are you stupid? He has damage nullification, you can't hurt him. Laughing maniacally. All Might, this is going to be impossible. If I were younger, I could beat him, but now coughs blood. My time is running out. As the Nomu was about to strike All Might's wound, Melissa appeared and struck the monster's arm, diverting its attack. She was surrounded by yellow lightning, and her hair was electrified. She and All Might began to fight the Nomu together. Izuku, what kind of quirk does Melissa have? It can't be just super strength. And now that I see them fight together, their moves and attacks are too similar. Plus, they both say smash. There's something here. Kendo, Izuku, how are you? Carrying him. Izuku, I can walk now. Getting down. I don't think All Might can beat that thing. Kendo, why? Tilting her head. Izuku, if it nullifies attacks, the only way to defeat it is by cutting it in half or removing a crucial organ. Wait a second, thinking. Kendo, oh no, don't even think about it. I know you heal fast, but your wound is still open. Don't even try. Feels a breeze. I hate you. Pouting. Izuku stood next to All Might and Melissa. Izuku, All Might, I think I know how to beat that thing, but you won't like it. All Might, as long as we can defeat it, any plan will work. Izuku, okay, listen. Whispers in his ear. All Might, alright, if it's our only way. Izuku, are you sure? All Might, yes, I'll take responsibility. Melissa, guys, if you could join forces, that would be great. Dodging a blow. Izuku, alright, here I go. One more thing. All Might, hurry up, Shonen. Izuku, Melissa and you, your quirks are very similar, aren't they? Winking. All Might surprised. Izuku, I knew it, smiling slightly. Here I go. Feels his body trembling. Just one chance. Izuku focused and started vibrating again. He ran face first at the Nomu, jumped, and passed through it. The beast stopped moving for some reason, its eyes turning white. Izuku had removed its heart in one attack. Izuku drops the heart and crushes it. We won. All Might, vomiting and giving a thumbs up. Melissa, I can't believe you did that. Approaching the green-haired hero. Izuku, and I can't believe it actually worked. I thought that thing might not need it to function. Looking around. Melissa, where are the others? Shigaraki, Kurogiri, we're leaving. Kurogiri, on it, creating a portal. Izuku, I won't let you. Trying to move but feeling his body breaking down. Off falls to his knees. Melissa, Midoriya hugging him. It's okay, everything's fine. Izuku, trying to endure the pain and generating lightning. Kendo, Izuku, what happened? Approaching. Melissa, don't come near. Melissa was absorbing the lightning Izuku was emitting, her power overwhelming. In Izuku's mind. Izuku, what happened? I was at USJ when sees Speedforce appearing. Right, I overdid it. SF, I didn't expect you back so soon. Izuku, neither did I. I don't like being here. SP, Izuku Midoriya, you overused your powers. We both know your body isn't fully adapted to Speedforce. Why? Izuku, looking outside. If I didn't act, people could have died. It was necessary. A hero fights until the end, no matter what. SP, a hero, huh? I see you used your negative mode again, but you didn't kill anyone. Izuku, I was in a tight spot. SP, I'll let it pass this time. But decide, Izuku. You can't keep running in the middle forever. Outside his mind. Izuku, calming down and stopping the lightning. Melissa, Izuku, are you okay? With several burns. Izuku, did I do that? Melissa, don't worry, none of them are serious. Besides, I found out I can act as a lightning rod. Izuku, I'm sorry. Melissa, no need. You helped me before, so I was returning the favor. Hero smile. Kendo, running to the scene. Izuku, are you okay? What was that? Izuku, There are things I still need to explain, but looking at the professionals arriving, it will be another day. When the professionals arrived, the situation calmed down. Izuku was the only one with serious injuries, but his regeneration kept it from being worse. Unfortunately, some classmates were afraid of him. During interviews about what happened, people who might have been friends, like Uraka and Ida, looked at him with fear. Kendo, Izuku looking at him. Izuku, it's okay. It was something that had to happen. Having you as a friend is enough for me. Melissa, you're not alone behind them. Kyoka, I don't know if you consider me a friend, but I like you appearing out of nowhere. Izuku, did you all hear that? Kyoka/Melissa, yep. Kaminari, I heard it too. Let me tell you, that was amazing. Izuku, you're the only one who sees it that way. Wait, who are you? Kaminari, Denki Kaminari. We haven't talked much, but wow, man, you were awesome. Izuku, that's enough for now, alright, I said what I needed to. I'm going home now. Disappearing. Kaminari, he always does that? Kyoka, you'll get used to it. Izuku went to get his things at UA and then went home. As expected, his mother was still at work. He crashed on his bed to rest and recover from his injuries, and mentally prepare for his classmates. The next morning, Izuku got up, followed his usual routine, shower, breakfast, and heading to UA. Upon arrival, he took a deep breath and walked through the door. To his surprise, Kendo had arrived before him and was talking with Jiro. Jiro, so, Midoriya doesn't seem like the typical tough guy. Kendo, when we were little, I thought he was kind of cute. He always said he wanted to be a hero. Jiro, ha 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 ha. Kendo, and that's not all. He used to have an all-feeling a shiver pajama. Izuku, I think you've said enough, Kendo. Jiro, oh come on, the story was funny. Izuku, you shouldn't share other people's stuff, Kendo. Kendo, well, Ida, interjecting what's going on here? Pulling Kendo away. Kendo, huh? Izuku, this doesn't concern you, 4 eyes. Ida, I'm the class representative, so I won't allow anyone to get hurt. Jiro, no one's getting hurt. It was just a joke from Midoriya. Kendo, exactly, just calm down. Ida, after the show you put on yesterday, you seem more like a villain than a hero. I don't know what you're doing here. Releasing Kendo. Izuku, I see you're finally showing your true colors. It seems strange you wanted to be my friend. Ida, I never wanted to be your friend. Izuku, you're as bad as Uraka. Ida, what did you say? Izuku, are you deaf, or did that helmet make you hard of hearing? You and Uraka, I don't know why you want to be our friends, but there's something hidden here. Uraka, hearing her name, what are you accusing me of, Demon Speedster? Izuku, Demon Speedster, huh? I like it. But standing behind both of them, if I were truly a demon, you'd both be dead. Kendo, Midoriya, enough. Uraka and Ida, gulping. Aizawa, just arriving. Alright, everyone, let's start class. Take your seats. Jiro, you heard him. Take your seats. Ida, this isn't over. Izuku, about to attack, but Kendo grabs his hand. Kendo, he doesn't deserve it. Izuku, HMPF sits down. Aizawa, alright, next week is the sports festival, so this week will be dedicated to training as much as possible. You need to show the world who the next generation of heroes is. Kaminari, shouldn't the event be postponed because, well, we were attacked by villains yesterday? Aizawa, that's exactly why the event will go on, to show that the academy isn't afraid of a group of villains and that the students here are prepared to face them when needed. The training will be 1 versus 1 battles. When you defeat your opponent, you'll move to another ring with a new opponent until the final. This is to show where you may be lacking or excelling. The winners will get to choose a partner for training. If everyone understands, head to the field and put on your hero costumes. The students got up and went to the field, where they saw Cementos connecting one arena to another for the matches. While the fights were being decided, Kendo decided to talk to Izuku. Kendo, you didn't go to training today, you know? Izuku, I wasn't in the mood. I was thinking. Kendo, don't let their words hurt you. You'll always be a hero, and that's something no one can change, understood? Izuku, you still keep your optimism after what they said in the classroom? Kendo, it's my way of supporting you. I hope to see you in the finals. Izuku, my first match might be against you. Kendo, If so, I hope for a fair fight. Izuku, whatever you say. Aizawa, alright, the first matches are decided, Izuku Midoriya vs Denki Kaminari. The others will be based on who wins. Kaminari, this is the end for Denki the Lazy. Mineta, F. Aizawa, head to the ring. Both went to the ring and faced each other. Kaminari, Midoriya, my best friend, can we talk a bit? Izuku appeared behind him and was about to strike him on the neck to knock him out, but noticed Kaminari generating electricity slowly and backed off. Kaminari, dude, if I hadn't used my quirk, you would have knocked me out. Izuku, I just wanted to finish this quickly. Kaminari, it won't be so easy if you can't touch me. Kaminari charged electricity through his body and charged at Izuku. Izuku, I see you're smarter than I thought. Izuku, I see you're smarter than I thought, but, he moves closer, you're still slow. Kaminari threw a punch at Izuku, but Izuku dodged it easily. Izuku stepped back and moved quickly toward the blonde, delivering a punch that created a gust of wind, throwing Kaminari into a wall and making him lose his electric shield. Izuku approached with an intimidating look and was about to punch Kaminari in the face. Kaminari closed his eyes, but the punch never came. Kaminari, huh? Izuku, unlike what others think, I'm not a monster. Kaminari, I'm defeated. Izuku, offers a hand to help him up, good move with the shield. Kaminari, who would have thought you could create a gust of wind? Izuku, you have to be creative. Kaminari, ha ha ha, creative, huh? Aizawa, Izuku Midoriya, you move on to the next fight. Suddenly, the wall separating them opened, revealing another arena. Kaminari, I'll wait for you in the locker room. Izuku, whatever you say. Izuku stepped through and faced someone he didn't remember seeing before. The person had a scar on his face and hair split into red and white. They stared at each other, and when Aizawa signaled, the bicolor-haired person froze the floor around him. Izuku, he's smart, freezing the floor, but it won't be enough. What was your name again? Todoroki. Izuku, freezing the floor is a good tactic, but it's not enough to stop me. In an instant, Izuku was out of Todoroki's sight, running around the arena created by Cementos. Todoroki made ice pillars to try and stop him, but Izuku dodged them. When Todoroki lowered his guard, Izuku took the chance to fire a lightning bolt he had been holding. The shock made Todoroki shiver and fall to his knees. Izuku jumped from the wall to Todoroki's face and hit him in the stomach, knocking him out. Izuku, judging by how you only used your left side, that's not your only power. Todoroki, damn, faints. Izuku, you should have used your other side, or whatever else you could do. Aizawa, that was quicker than I expected. Midoriya, move on to the next round. The wall opened again, leading Izuku to the next arena where Bakugo was waiting. Izuku, you've got to be kidding. Bakugo, nerd, here we are again. Izuku, I don't have time to waste, so move or. Bakugo, or what? Creating explosions. Izuku, you'll be moved, appearing behind him. Bakugo anticipated Izuku's move and created an explosion behind him with his arm, hitting the green-haired boy and sending him crashing into the concrete, making him bleed. Uraka, from the stands, finally, he's getting what he deserves. Jiro, Izuku, you can do it, from the stands. Uraka, you support that demon? Jiro, Midoriya a demon? Don't you think that's an exaggeration? Uraka, he can take someone's heart without a second thought and almost killed Melissa yesterday. Do you seriously think he's not a demon? Jiro, if he hadn't taken down that thing, I bet we'd all be dead. Uraka, All Might could have handled that if Izuku hadn't stepped in. Jiro, you're crossing the line. Uraka, annoyed. Uraka, what will you do with a quirk as bad as yours? Annoyed and approaching. Kaminari, stepping in, hey, don't you think it's better to keep watching the fight? Uraka, turns away. Kaminari, relax, Jiro. They'll get over it in a few days, trust me. Jiro, Kaminari, let's focus on the fight. Jiro, for once, you're right about something. Kaminari, see, wait, was that a compliment or an insult? Jiro, and you ruined it. Back to the fight. Izuku, damn, emerging from the concrete. Bakugo, you're not the only one who does his homework, nerd. Izuku, I won't let you rest this time. Izuku ran straight at Bakugo. The gray-haired fighter threw an explosion, but Izuku ducked under it and landed a punch to his chin, lifting him up. Izuku jumped and kicked him in mid-air, sending him to the far side of the arena. Bakugo managed to slow his impact with his explosions. Bakugo, wiping blood from his mouth, shit. Before Bakugo could finish his sentence, Izuku was already in front of him, hitting him in the neck and knocking him out cold. Izuku, never get distracted, tired. From the stands. Jiro, take that, Uraka. Uraka, Bakugo couldn't do it, but I'm sure the next one can. Jiro, wanna bet? Or don't you have any money? Uraka, you'll see soon, second-rate rocker. Kaminari, either calm down or I'll call Aizawa. Uraka, TCH. Jiro, turns away. In the arena. Aizawa, Izuku Midoriya moves to the finals. Cementos, open the door. Cementos, don't you think we should, go for Kendo? Aizawa, Kendo? Sees the arena and a scene Izuku shouldn't see, damn it, close it before, sees Izuku enter, damn it. Cementos, they're heroes. Besides, recover girl can heal her later. Aizawa, it's not about that. Izuku, the situation wasn't ideal. Ida was holding a wounded Kendo by the collar. She had blood on her lip and bruises on her hand. Ida, so it's just you left. Kendo, Izuku. Izuku, angry. Ida, well, it's the final, right? Letting Kendo fall to the ground, let's give it our all, demon. Izuku ran towards Ida, lifted Kendo from the ground, and positioned himself on the other side of the arena. Izuku, can you move? Kendo, a little, barely standing, please don't do anything you might regret. The exit door opened. Kendo, understood? Leaving. The door closed, leaving Izuku and Ida alone in the arena. Izuku's eyes showed the hatred he felt for the blue-haired boy. Ida, someone who associates with a villain deserves no less. Izuku's mind. Speedforce, look at how they left your friend. Izuku, this isn't the time. Speedforce, why not? Actually, it's the perfect time. Just look at him. He's standing there, not ashamed of what he did, even called you a demon. Izuku, Speedforce, he hurt one of the people closest to you, and you'll just let him walk away like Bakugo or Todoroki? He needs to suffer. Izuku, suffer, yes. Speedforce, he must pay for what he did. Izuku's face began turning red with black. Speedforce, he must die. Back to normal. Ida, what? Did the cat get your tongue? Izuku started generating black lightning around himself. His gaze was sharp, and the atmosphere felt icy. The green-haired boy stared intensely at Ida. Ida, do you think a villain like you can scare me? Feels someone behind him. Izuku hit Ida in the stomach and sent him crashing into the concrete wall. Ida, how? Izuku, feel the pain, think about the pain, accept the pain, know the pain, meet accelerate. Izuku's eyes turned black, and his expression was that of a killer. Izuku, feel the pain, think the pain, accept the pain, know accelerate. Izuku's eyes turned black. Izuku ran towards where Ida was standing. Ida, a demon like you won't defeat me easily, recipro. Ida got a punch in the stomach that knocked him down. Izuku, moving fast, started hitting Ida all over his body. It wasn't hard enough to break bones but was painful. Ida, ah. Izuku grabbed one of Ida's legs and threw him into a wall. When Ida bounced back, Izuku used a punch to slam him to the ground. Izuku stepped back, and as Ida was getting up, Izuku kicked his leg, breaking it. Ida, ah. Aizawa, we need to stop him now. Speedforce, that's it, Izuku. Finish this off, kill him. Izuku, lightning started to form around Midoriya. Aizawa, in the arena I can't erase his quirk, someone call Melissa, now. Jiro, she's in the next arena, she should be close. Uraka, he's supposed to be a hero, but he seems more like a villain. Speedforce, you heard it yourself, Izuku. You're a villain, do what a villain does. Melissa, I arrived as soon as I saw the lightning. She sees Izuku again. Melissa ran to Midoriya, struggling with the intense lightning. She managed to get close and hugged Izuku. Melissa, Midoriya, calm down, this isn't you. Izuku, Cementos, I'll contain him, call All Might pulls Ida closer. Melissa, Midoriya, come back to yourself. Izuku, I. Speedforce, no, Izuku, you must be what you were meant to be, a villain. Kendo, barely standing Izuku. Izuku, Kendo. Melissa, eh? Understands Kendo, come here now. Kendo, slowly approaches. Uraka, what can she do against him? Jiro, puts a jack in her neck and knocks her out quiet, you look better this way. Melissa, Midoriya, if you don't stop, you'll hurt Kendo. Midoriya. A lightning bolt strikes beside Kendo. Izuku, in his mind Kendo, if she comes near me now, she'll get hurt. What have I done? Speedforce, just what you were meant to be, nothing more. Izuku, I won't let you control me again, regains consciousness. Speedforce, we'll see how long that lasts. The lightning around Izuku started to fade, and he slowly regained his composure. Melissa, he stabilized. Kendo, what, good feints. Aizawa, I'll take Kendo to the infirmary, she needs attention. In the meantime, go back to your classes. Izuku, Melissa, what happened? Melissa, not the best time, I'm too tired, falls to the ground. Izuku, I heard. Melissa, she just fainted from exhaustion, she'll be fine, but looks at everyone, I can't say the same for your reputation. Izuku, it was expected, leaves. Jiro, Aizawa, Midoriya left. Aizawa, let him go. I'll talk to him seriously when he comes back. Meanwhile, everyone, get ready to leave, change, Midoriya, I hope I can help you next time. Cementos, take Ida to the infirmary with Aizawa, follow their instructions. Kaminari, do you think Kendo will be okay? Jiro, no idea, but what worries me is something else. Melissa, arriving he said the same. I wouldn't want to be in his place, his powers went out of control twice. Jiro, you're right, and that's not all. Now the whole class fears or hates him, he broke Ida's leg. Kaminari, well, he did beat up Kendo. It seemed like karma to me. Melissa, this is going to be a problem. On the beach. Izuku lay on the sand, thinking about what he had done. He lost control twice in one day, hurt Melissa again, and broke Ida's leg. Not only that, he almost severely injured Kendo. Was it right to return to UA after this? Did he really deserve to be a hero, or should he accept his fate as a villain? These questions constantly troubled him. Question mark, are you okay? A girl approached Izuku. Izuku, what do you want? Question mark, I don't know, you looked down, and I thought, why not do something nice and try to cheer you up? Izuku, I don't even know you. What do you really want? Question mark, ha 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 ha, actually, your wounds caught my attention. There's a lot of blood, and it heals quickly, raises her hands. Izuku, you seem pretty cheerful about that. Question mark, what can I say? I like blood, sits down next to him. Izuku, so, what do you want? Question mark, you also seem to have suffered a lot, right? Izuku. Question mark, I see you don't talk much, huh? I'm Himiko Toga. Izuku, Himiko Toga? Toga, that's my name. You should tell me yours. Izuku, Izuku Midoriya. Toga, so, Izuku, you're from UA, right? I see the uniform. Izuku, yes, I'm from UA. And you? Toga, do I look like I'm from UA? Izuku, no. Toga, how cruel you are, hits him a few times. Izuku, and why are you down? Toga, I used to suffer a lot at my old school because of my quirk. If I drink blood, I can transform into that person, and I have a strong bloodlust. Over time, I managed to control it a bit, but it didn't stop them. And you? Izuku, my quirk doesn't help me become a hero, it just causes me to hurt others. A big part of my class hates me because of it. Toga, I think I touched a nerve. But you know what? Izuku, looks at her. Toga, don't let it get to you. Even if they tell you 1,000 times that you can't be a hero, keep trying. And if your quirk scares them, it doesn't matter. It just means you're stronger. After all, a hero's job is to take down bad guys, right? Izuku, you're not great at giving advice, are you? Toga, I did my best. Well, out of my house. Izuku, out of your house? Toga, I live here, on this beach. My parents kicked me out but still pay for my school to pretend they're nice to me. That's why I keep going. Izuku, and what do you eat? Toga, whatever people throw away, or sometimes a fish from the sea comes by, and I eat it. Izuku, look, it's not that I like you or trust you, but I can't leave you here. My mom will be away for a year, so you can stay at my house. Toga, would you do that for me? Moves closer. Izuku, just don't break anything, okay? Toga, okay, gives him a kiss on the cheek. Izuku, and why's that? Toga, you're so grumpy for a hero. Izuku, you're the first person to say that to me. Izuku took Toga to his house and put her in his mother's room. He went to bed with many thoughts on his mind, but it wasn't the time to worry about them. It had been a long day, and he needed rest. The next morning, Izuku woke up and went to wake Toga, but she wasn't in the room. She was nowhere to be found, but he didn't think much of it. He did his usual routine, had breakfast, and got dressed for UA. Unlike usual, he waited until the last minute to arrive, not wanting to face all the hateful stares early on. With just a minute left before classes started, he arrived and sat in his seat. Jiro, feeling a breeze and turning around, it's not like you to arrive this late. Izuku, I didn't want to see our class. Kendo, looks at him. Izuku, Kendo, I'm sorry about yesterday. If you hate me, I'll accept it. What I did wasn't very heroic. Kendo, that's not what I meant. I don't care how you acted yesterday. You'll always be my friend, okay? Izuku, blushing slightly, nods. Aizawa, alright, there are still 6 days until the sports festival. I know it's been a while since classes started, but there's a new student joining our class. Kaminari, who could it be? Mineta, I just hope she's pretty. Mina, a new friend? I hope we get along well. Aizawa, please come in. The girl who entered was new to everyone. She was blonde with fangs protruding from her mouth and blonde eyes, but Izuku recognized her. Izuku, what did I get myself into? Jiro, what do you mean? Toga, I'm Himiko Toga, nice to meet you all. Looks at Izuku and points at him, and he's my boyfriend. Jiro, what? Izuku, what? The whole class, what? Aizawa, this is bad. Present Mike, what's going on, Dr. Aizawa? Izuku Midoriya has a girlfriend? Kendo, looks ominously. Did she say girlfriend, Izuku Midoriya? Present Mike, are you going to castrate Midoriya, Mr. Aizawa? Aizawa, when did you arrive? Aizawa, when did you get here? Present Mike, I'm always around. Aizawa, you know what, never mind. Toga, sit wherever you want. Let's start the class. Toga, okie. The class went on normally until the incident when Izuku had to answer his friend's questions. Izuku, I have to leave quickly, standing up. Jiro, where do you think you're going, Midoriya? Jabbing him in the leg with a jack. Izuku, don't you dare feel sharp pain. Kendo, alright, you have a lot to explain. Toga, you must be Izukun's friends approaching. Kendo, wait, Izukun? Toga, is there a problem? Kendo, okay, I want answers. Izuku, can I know, what do you want? Still with the jack in his leg. Kaminari, hey, calm down, old man. Toga, looks like you're not having a good time, Izukun. Kendo, okay, who is she? Why does she know you? And more importantly, why does she say she's your girlfriend? Izuku, her name is Toga. I think Aizawa mentioned her. I ran into her at the beach yesterday. She had nowhere to stay, so I invited her for a night. Nothing happened. Also, why do you care so much about who I'm with? Kendo, well, quickly thinks of something, because I'm your friend and I worry about you. Melissa, alright, let's calm down. So, she pointing at Toga isn't your girlfriend? Izuku, no, she isn't. Toga, why are you so mean, love? Hugging him. Izuku, love? Kendo, Jiro, give me something. Almost fainting. Bakugo, entering the room. Nerd, I need to talk to you. Izuku, is it important? Bakugo, just come, damn it. Izuku, ahhh, at least I have an excuse to leave, see you later, and Toga, don't hurt anyone. Toga, I make no promises. Kaminari, may All Might have mercy. Outside the room, Bakugo and Izuku were waiting. Izuku, alright, what do you want? Bakugo, look, we've just patched things up, in a way, so I want to warn you that a bunch of idiots is planning something against you at the festival. Izuku, wow, the explosive Muslim got sentimental. Bakugo, I'm telling you because I want to fight you there. I'll show you the results of my training, nerd. Izuku, they won't be able to do anything to me, and that includes you. Bakugo, just letting you know. Leaves. Izuku, entering the room again. Damn it. When Izuku returned, everything was odd. Kaminari was being silly, Melissa was stuck on the ceiling, and there were 2 kendos. Izuku, this week should be interesting. And so the week leading up to the festival passed. Toga continued staying with Izuku because she had nowhere else to go. Despite being cold, he cared about people, and the day of the festival arrived. Present Mike, welcome viewers to the most anticipated event, the great, fabulous, and amazing sports festival. I, Present Mike, will be your host today along with my partner Aizawa Shota. Aizawa, hey. Present Mike, alright, let's introduce the classes. On the right, the class that has seen the hero world firsthand, Class 1A, LED by Izuku Midoriya. The green-haired class walked toward the festival grounds while Present Mike continued introducing the other class. Izuku was thinking about what Bakugo had said. He couldn't trust anyone right now and hoped there wouldn't be any team events. He was lost in thought when the shouting hero called him up to give a speech for being the top student in his class. Izuku, I'm not really one for speeches, but here I am. We're all here for a reason, we all want to be heroes. Not many of my classmates know this, but our goal is to be heroes. Heroes don't need a special reason to help someone. They do it because they want to see smiles in a safe city. So believe in yourself, not in someone who believes in you. Believe in yourself. Plus ultra. The crowd applauded Izuku's speech. Despite his words, his classmates' expressions didn't change. Thus, the UA Sports Festival began. Kaminari, Izuku, you've beaten me in several things, but at this festival, I'll show you. Midnight, obstacle race. Izuku, did you say something? Kaminari, I hate my life. Jiro, you'll get a chance to beat him eventually. Kaminari, comically crying. Midnight, alright, everyone, to the starting line. The students lined up for the obstacle race, stretching and planning their moves. Ida, I won't let you beat me this time. Izuku, you'll need more than a couple of boosters to beat me. Bakugo, nerd, you're going down. Midnight, start. At midnight's signal, Izuku prepared to sprint toward the finish line. As he started, Uraka tried to use her quirk on him to make him float, but the plan failed because Toga saw what Uraka was planning and ended up floating instead. Toga, why floating? Izuku, turns around Toga? Uraka, I hope you can save your friend. Izuku, damn it, offers his hand. Toga, thanks, love. Izuku, I don't have time to argue. Hold on to my neck. They have a bit of a lead. Toga, wraps around Izuku's neck, let's go. Izuku dashed off, quickly catching up with his classmates. He ran along walls to dodge the robot's attacks. He stopped when he saw Uraka about to use her quirk on a robot. He redirected her hand to slow her down, which helped Toga. Within seconds, Izuku reached the finish line. Present Mike, so, who's in the notices? Izuku arrived. Izuku Midoriya wins with an amazing lead, and not only that, he brought a friend with him. Himiko Toga comes in second place in the race. We'll have to wait for the others to finish before continuing the festival. Izuku, Toga, the effect wore off. You're not floating anymore. Toga, did anyone tell you you're very comfortable? Izuku, moves Toga, causing her to fall. I didn't want to know. Toga, mean pouting. Izuku, alright, we'll have to wait for the others. Izuku, okay, we'll have to wait for the others. Toga, it's going to be boring until the next one arrives. Pout. Bakugo, crossing the finish line. Ha looks at Izuku. How did you win, you damn nerd? Izuku, ever heard of a speed quirk? Bakugo. Izuku, exactly. Bakugo, TCH, you'll lose in the next challenge. After Bakugo arrived, it wasn't long before the others showed up. Luckily for Class A, everyone crossed the finish line without major issues. Now Midnight was about to explain the next exercise. Midnight, okay, for the next phase it will be a hair-to-hair battle. You will need to form teams of 3 or 4 and protect the bandanas we will give you. Each bandana has a point value. If another team takes your bandana, they get the points. Izuku, okay, this will be Midnight, and first place has 1,000,000 points. All the students turned to look at Izuku with determination. Izuku, damn, Kendo? Kendo, so, you're asking to be on a team, huh? Izuku, you read my mind. We need 2 more. Kendo, wait, I haven't. Izuku, Toga. Toga, let's do it. Hugs him. Izuku, dodges okay, one more and feels a touch on his body and moves. What the heck? Mei, hello. I'm Mei Hatsum from the academy. I'd like to join your team. Izuku. Mei, but you'd need to use my babies, so I can show them to the public. Stars in her eyes. Kendo, do you think we can count on her? Whispering. Izuku, Jiru is on Momo's team, so she's our last chance. Whispering, you're in. What do you mean by babies? Mei, well. Midnight, alright, if the teams are ready, begin. Izuku was being carried by Toga, Kendo, and Mei, and he wore a kind of red and yellow bracelet on his arm. Izuku, Mei, what is this? Mei, it's the latest thing I've been working on. A material that hardens when it comes out of the bracelet, like armor. It could be used for hero costumes. Kendo, but what about Izuku's? Mei, it's just a prototype for now, but it would turn into a glove. You could hit someone with it and with your speed, you'd knock them out. Toga, I want one too, but, could it turn into a knife? Mei, anything is possible with mechanics. Kendo, focus, Kachan's team is coming. Bakugo, come here, you damn nerd. Bakugo's team charged at Izuku's team. The gray-haired guy reached out to grab Izuku's bandana, but Izuku was faster, dodging the attack and quickly taking Bakugo's bandana. Izuku, slow, too slow. Mei, the guy with two hair colors is behind us. Izuku, is that him? Kendo, Todoroki. Izuku, no, I'm sure it was something like Kamaroki. Todoroki used his ice side and tried to touch Izuku. Izuku dodged the attack and decided to try out what Mei gave him. When he pressed the button, a black glove appeared. Izuku quickly put it on with his speed, hitting Todoroki in the face and making him dizzy and nearly fall. Izuku, Mei, what is this made of? Mei, metal. Izuku, I could have killed him. Mei, don't worry, that won't happen. Izuku, that doesn't calm me down. Toga, I want one of those too. Kendo, what nonsense, do you think you could make some that stretch? Mei, just tell me what you need and I'll make it. Kendo, awesome. The rest of the exercise was easy. No one could take Izuku's bandana because of his agility and speed. They won with the 1,000,000 points and moved on to the next round, 1 versus 1 fights. Midnight showed a screen with their opponents. Izuku saw his name and that he would fight someone named Shinso. He didn't think much of it and went to rest. While walking through the halls, he saw Melissa talking with Todoroki. Out of curiosity, he listened to their conversation. Melissa, I see you had a tough childhood. Todoroki, you understand. Now, you with a scary look. Melissa, I swallowing hard. Todoroki, you have many similarities with All Might. Blonde hair, super strength, and the habit of saying smash every time you attack. You wouldn't happen to be related to him, would you? Izuku, looks like I'm not the only one who thought that. Melissa, me, related to All Might? Nervous, are you crazy? Don't joke about that. Todoroki, even if you're not, you look a lot alike. So, in the next fight, I'll win activating his ice. Izuku instinctively ran to where Melissa was. Izuku, I think that's enough for today, Kamaroki. Melissa, it's Todoroki, and Izuku, what are you doing here? Izuku, the girls are looking for you, your lunch or something. Todoroki, we're not done talking, grabbing her arm. Melissa, next time pulling away, shall we go? Izuku, I'll catch up with you. Melissa, as you wish, leaves. Todoroki, haven't they told you not to eavesdrop? Izuku, if you want to threaten someone, you should use all your power. Todoroki, what? Izuku, don't talk about winning this if you're not using your 100%. Don't think you have any chance against her. Todoroki, tch. Izuku left Todoroki alone and went to join his friends at their table. Melissa, what did you do to him? Izuku, nothing yet. Melissa, nothing yet? Kendo, what happened? Melissa, Midoriya intimidated Todoroki. Izuku, I didn't intimidate him. I just told him the truth. Kaminari, Todoroki? Man, that's gangster stuff. Jiru, just arriving, the line was really long, but I made it. Izuku, did you get through? Jiru, barely. I have to fight Uraka. Lucky me. Kendo, you'll crush her for sure. Izuku, who do you have to fight? Kendo, Toga. Toga, this is going to be so much fun. Melissa, against Todoroki. I'm excited sarcasm. Izuku, a guy named Shinso. I don't know him. Jiru, he's in the academy. That's all I know about him. Izuku, how do you know? Jiru, oh Jiro was on his team. I heard him say he didn't remember how he won, so he quit. Izuku, quit? Jiru, I think you left too soon. Alarm sounds. Present mic, and the first match will be Izuku Midoriya vs Satoshi Shinso. Izuku, looks like it's my turn getting up. Kendo, good luck. Izuku, the one who needs luck is Shin. Toga, kisses him on the cheek good luck. Kendo, angry. Jiru and Kaminari, 0. Melissa, is that electronics I'm hearing? Looking at the sky. Izuku, I'll talk to you later leaves. Toga, pout turns and looks at everyone what? Izuku arrived at the arena just as they called him to go up. In front of him was a boy with purple hair, dark circles from not sleeping, and a serious face. The green-haired boy looked at him coldly. Shinso, what? Why so serious? Midnight, begin. Shinso, come on, with your quirk it should be easy to beat me. Izuku ran straight at Shinso and punched him out of the arena. Izuku, I like battles in silence. Midnight, TT the winner is Izuku Midoriya. Izuku, next time, improve not just your quirk, but your physical strength too. Maybe then you'll pass the hero course. Shinso, damn it punching the ground. Izuku ran to the podium where his class was. The next match was Uraka vs Jiru. They were already at the sides of the arena when Izuku got there. He decided to take his time. Izuku, so, it's against Uraka. Kendo, Jiru will crush her for sure. In the battle. Uraka, look who I'm up against, the rocker stereotype. Jiru, I thought you'd be a better person. I guess expecting more than trash from a trash can is a waste of time. Uraka, you're dead. Jiru, then come. Uraka ran towards Jiru trying to touch her and make her lose balance. The rocker reacted quickly, dodging the attack and hitting with a jack. But before she could give a shock, Uraka was about to touch her jack, so Jiru pulled it away. Uraka, that will leave a mark. Jiru, that's not all it will leave. This time Jiru attacked Uraka. The rocker distracted her with a fake jack to the neck, but then kicked her leg, making Uraka fall. When Jiru was about to end the fight with a punch, she saw several small stones above Uraka. Jiru, damn. Uraka used her gravity on the stones, sending them flying at Jiru's body. The stones weren't strong, but they still hurt. Uraka took the chance, touched Jiru, and made her float. Uraka, looks like I won. Jiru, don't think so. The rocker stuck her jacks into the ground, causing the sand to break from the sound. Dust filled the air, making it hard to see what happened. When the dust settled, Uraka was still standing, but Jiru was badly hurt. Uraka's quirk effect wore off, and she was tired and in pain. Jiru had lost. Midnight, Ochako Uraka is the winner. Kaminari, damn. Kendo, we need to get her to the infirmary. Izuku, still watching. Uraka, that's what you get for about to kick Jiru defending a monster. Uraka was going to kick her, but the hit never came. Izuku was behind Uraka, carrying Jiru, with a look of pure hatred. Uraka, come on, show who you are. Izuku, sorry, it's my fault. Jiru, coughing don't worry, just take me to the infirmary. Those rocks really hurt. Izuku, right away leaves. At the podium. Kaminari, how long until my match? Kendo, one more. Why? Kaminari, I want to see how Kyoka is leaves. In the infirmary. Recovery, the injuries are minor. Still, rest for today. Jiru, understood. Izuku, I'm going to check on the others. Jiru, see you later. Izuku leaves. Knock on the door. Kaminari, Jiru, are you okay? Jiru, I see you're concerned. Don't worry, just minor injuries. Kaminari, I'm glad. Hey, so you're not alone for the rest of the day, I'll keep you company until my match, then I'll come back, win or lose. Jiru, ha 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 ha, thanks, Pikachu. Izuku, arriving at the podium, who's up next? Melissa, it's starting soon, Kendo vs Toga. This will be interesting. Melissa, the match is about to start, Kendo vs Toga. This will be interesting. Izuku, I can't wait, sarcastically. Melissa, it's your girlfriend against your childhood friend. You must be excited. Izuku, she's not my girlfriend. Melissa, what a grump. In the arena, Toga and Kendo stood facing each other, ready to attack. The orange-haired girl made the first move, charging at the blonde. Toga activated her quirk and tried to land a punch, but the blonde dodged it with some effort and then hit Kendo in the stomach, making her lose some breath. Kendo responded by punching Toga, pushing her back and almost out of the ring. Kendo, I can do this all day. Toga, yeah, I know, charging at Kendo again, ah. Kendo tried another punch, but Toga ducked and avoided it. She then lifted her leg and kicked Kendo in the jaw, lifting her slightly. When Kendo fell, Toga tried to pin her with a hold, but Kendo slipped out, thanks to her quirk, and got rid of Toga. Kendo, didn't know you knew battle techniques. Toga, learned by watching villains on the streets. Kendo, looks like something was useful. Toga, I can defend myself without using my quirk. Blood drips from her mouth and she licks it, delicious. Kendo, you still have that bloodlust. Toga, some things I can't change, darling. This time, Kendo charged at the blonde. Toga dodged the right punch but took a left punch to the stomach, knocking the wind out of her and nearly making her faint. Toga, smiling, I think this time, I lost, barely standing. Midnight, the winner is Itsuka Kendo. The crowd started applauding both fighters. Kendo took Toga to the infirmary for the next match. Izuku, it's your turn, right? Melissa, against Todoroki. This will be a problem. Izuku, need advice? Melissa, not sure what you could say that would help. Izuku, the rule is not to touch the ground. If you do, you lose. No one said anything about the walls. Use your agility. Melissa, actually, that's good advice. Thanks, Midoriya. Kendo, entering high. Melissa, hi and goodbye, my match is about to start, leaves. Izuku, good match. Kendo, Toga did well, even without her quirk. Izuku, they both fought hard. Rest up for your next fight. Kendo, yes, sits in a chair and leans on his shoulder. Izuku, what happened? Kendo, just let me, half asleep, rest, falls asleep. Izuku, the recovery quirk must have left her tired. What a hassle. In the arena. Present mic, the next match is Todoroki Shoto vs Melissa Shield. Get on the arena. Midnight, you know the rules. Start. Todoroki started making ice with his hand and quickly created an ice pillar heading straight for Melissa. Luckily, the blonde dodged it with 6% of 1 for all full cowl. She went to punch, but Todoroki quickly spun his arm and tried to freeze her. The blonde noticed in time and used Todoroki's ice to propel herself against a wall and back into the arena. Melissa, that was close. Todoroki, you're not supposed to leave the arena. Melissa, I didn't leave the arena. I never touched the ground, so, looking at Midnight. Midnight, continue. Melissa, great, I'll try increasing the percentage, full cowl 10%. Todoroki, useless. Todoroki generated ice again, trying to freeze the floor where Melissa was. She jumped to avoid the ice but went too high, almost reaching the top of the arena. When she fell, she aimed at Todoroki, so he created an ice dome for protection. But Melissa broke through Todoroki's dome like paper and kicked him in the face, almost knocking him out. Todoroki, I'm not losing. Melissa, doesn't seem like it. You're only using 50% of your power. That won't be enough, charging with another kick. Todoroki, if I create another dome, she'll break it. Melissa, use your power, Todoroki Ai. Todoroki used his fire side for the first time, visible to everyone. Melissa was initially happy to see it, but then realized the fight was going to be even tougher. Melissa, damn. Endeavor, from the podium, that's Shuutou. Present mic, sir, calm down. You'll have a heart attack. Todoroki shot a fire blast at Melissa. She dodged it but couldn't avoid the ice pillar he sent next. The impact hit her hard. Without hesitation, Todoroki melted the ice and tried to attack with fire, but Melissa slid under the flame, reaching Todoroki and landing a punch in his stomach, followed by a kick that knocked him out of the ring. Melissa, sorry, but I wanted to win too. Todoroki, next time, turning off both sides, I'll start strong from the beginning. Melissa, I hope so, heroic smile. Todoroki, blushing, see you, turns and leaves. This action made a certain dark-haired girl quite jealous, but there was no time for that. The other matches went by without much fuss. Momo lost to Tokoyami, Kirishima and Tetsu drew, Kaminari lost to Ibara, Bakugo crushed Monoma, and Ida defeated Mei. This led to the next round, starting with Uraka vs Izuku. Both faced each other in the arena. Midnight, begin. Uraka, I still don't understand why a villain like you is at UA. Izuku, I think the exam where I scored highest, not counting the heroics, speaks for itself. Uraka, you just love bragging. Izuku, believe me, if I wanted to brag, appearing behind her, I would have finished this from the moment Midnight gave us the go-ahead. Uraka felt a chill down her spine and tried to hit Izuku, but he slipped past her strike and moved to the other side of the arena. Izuku, nice reflexes, but not enough. Uraka, I'll defeat you. Izuku, I don't think so. Get ready to feel what you did to Jiru, but 1,000 times worse. Uraka, why do you care so much? It was just a fight. Izuku, you said it yourself, just a fight. No hard feelings, smiling. On the podium. Kendo, that smile doesn't sit well with me. Toga, I don't know, Kendo. I think something's burning here, biting her lip. Jiru, arriving from the infirmary, who's next? And what did I miss? Kendo, Izuku vs Uraka, and it looks like Izuku won't hold back. Jiru, poor her. Toga, actually, no? Jiru, how did you guess? In the arena. Izuku ran at Uraka and kneed her in the stomach, then hit her on the back. Uraka didn't feel the pain until a second later and fell to the ground in agony. Izuku won by a huge margin. Midnight, Izuku Midoriya is the winner. Izuku, take her to the infirmary, I'm not doing it, leaves. On the podium. Toga, that was. Jiru, amazing. Toga, I was going to say quick, but also that. Kendo, what did you expect from someone whose quirk is speed? Toga, true, hee. Jiru, speaking of speed, where's Melissa? Kendo, she said her uncle called her. Jiru, during the festival? Doesn't that seem suspicious? Toga, what could Melissa be hiding? With Melissa. Melissa, Uncle Toshinori, what's up? Toshinori, I need to talk to you about something serious. Melissa, if it's about the fight with Bakugo, don't worry, I have a plan. Toshinori, no, it's not that. Melissa, then? Toshinori, it's about this guy, Midoriya. I don't trust him. Melissa, Midoriya? But why? Toshinori, he attacked young Ida brutally, was able to take a heart from a Nomu, and just made Uraka faint from pain. Melissa, I know he has a special temperament, but he's my friend. If I had fought Uraka, I'd have done the same. Toshinori, that's not hero behavior. Oh? Then what is? Toshinori, and he's nosy too. Melissa, Midoriya, what are you doing here? Izuku, the girl sent me to find you. Your match is about to start. Melissa, see how you distract me? Toshinori, sorry, Melissa, but what I said is serious. Melissa, I refuse to accept it. Besides, leaning close, he told me how to use one for all. All Might is shocked but hides it well. Melissa, anyway, my match is starting, so, leaves. Izuku, so, Melissa's uncle, why do you think I'm not a hero? Toshinori, I don't have time for this, starting to leave. Izuku, oh, well, if you don't want to talk normally, just one question, how do you pass a quirk to someone else, All Might? Toshinori, how does he know? I think you're confusing me, young man. Izuku, no one could confuse you. And though you're looking thinner, you're All Might, and Melissa's quirk is yours. How did you do that? Toshinori, transforms, how did you find out? Izuku, want the long version or the short one? Do you want the long or short version? All Might, if it's possible, the short one. I don't have much time, as you know. Izuku, okay, it'll be the long one. All Might, young man, I would like you to take this seriously. Izuku, alright, where do I start? I know, the quirk explanation, energy buildup. All Might, what does that have to do with it? Izuku, it's simple. You and I know Melissa can't use her quirk at 100%, and she probably knows it too. So she uses parts of her quirk, 5, 10, maybe 15%, she channels and releases energy, just like you? All Might, like me? Izuku, anyone with common sense knows your quirk isn't just super strength. For various reasons, your endurance and speed aside, mere super strength can't create such strong air currents. All Might, still, how did you discover my connection to Melissa? Izuku, it wasn't easy. At first, I thought it was just a coincidence that their quirks were similar. The world is big, but the name Shield is well known to me, Like your old partner David Shield. I thought it was impossible, but when Melissa told me she was from the USA, it was too much of a coincidence. Similar quirks, old partners, and lastly. All Might, what was the last thing? Izuku, that Melissa's body wasn't ready for her quirk or its weight. It's like it didn't belong to her. A quirk that can break bones and her body isn't used to it, that's unusual, like she got it by accident. And that's why we're here, where you confirmed my theory. All Might, so what will you do with this info? Sell it? Tell the media? Nervous. Izuku, I'm not going to do anything, relax. All Might, then why did you need to know this? Izuku, just curiosity. Besides, taking down the most important pillar isn't something a hero would do, right? Leaves. All Might, HMPF, maybe I was wrong about him, transforms and leaves. With Melissa. Melissa, a perfect chance to get revenge for Kendo from last week. OFA 7%, looks like I can raise the percentage a bit more. Ida, talking like a villain's friend. Melissa, he's no villain, prepares to attack. Ida, prove it, also prepares. Midnight, start. Ida ran to kick Melissa in the stomach, but she jumped in the air to dodge and pointed her fingers at the blue-haired boy. Melissa, I better make this work. Melissa released her fingers, creating a small gust that confused the blue-haired boy. She used this to punch him in the stomach and then elbowed him, making him grab her arm, which was still on his stomach, and activate his recipro burst to throw her against the wall. She smashed into it, then pushed off the wall and returned to the arena. She rolled and punched Ida in the chin, lifting him off the ground a bit. She then used both legs to kick him in the air before making him fall to the ground. Melissa, let's see if this is your level. Ida, recipro. Melissa, damn. Ida, burst. Ida quickly stood up and kneed Melissa in the face, then grabbed her arm and slammed her to the ground. He then lifted her and punched her in the stomach, followed by a punch to the face, and spun behind her to kick her in the back, making her fall to the edge of the arena. Ida, exactly what someone with a demon deserves, a beating. Melissa, this isn't over yet, bleeding and trying to stand up. Izuku was about to rush from the stands to punch the blue-haired boy, but a hand stopped him. Kendo, trust her. Izuku, what do you mean? Kendo, even if you don't want to admit it, you care about us. But this moment is hers. Let her handle it. Izuku, I was just going to get a drink. Kendo, yeah, and I'm the Queen of Arabia. Toga, what are you doing with my boyfriend? Kendo, what? Looks at her hand and pulls it away, nothing. Ida seemed confident, he just needed to kick her out of the arena. He was about to do that when his engine stopped, and he couldn't move well. He tried to get closer, but Melissa activated OFA at 10% and quickly punched the blue-haired boy in the face, knocking him out. Midnight, Melissa shield wins. Melissa, faints. Midnight, she wins but is out due to, well, fainting. Suddenly, a yellow blur zipped across the arena and carried Melissa away. It was Izuku taking her to the infirmary where Recovery Girl was. She told Izuku to leave her on the stretcher and go away. He agreed and returned to the podium where Toga was next to fight Kendo. Kendo quickly defeated Tetsu, who had won against Kaminari in a tie. The next match was Ibara against Bakugo. Obviously, the explosive blonde won easily, leaving the final with Kendo, Izuku, and Bakugo facing off to see who would win the tournament. But before that, Midnight announced a break, which Izuku used to go to the infirmary. Melissa, look who came to visit me. Izuku, don't I have the right to visit a friend? Melissa, so, I'm your friend? Izuku, Melissa, stop being so serious and come here, opening her arms. Izuku, no, I'm not a hugger. Melissa, you can't just leave me hanging. Izuku, ah. Melissa, thanks for bringing me here. Izuku, just, don't tell anyone, hugs her. Izuku, blushing, yeah, sure. Melissa, rubbing her head, thanks. Kendo, am I interrupting something? Looking at both of them. Izuku, I came to check on you. You seem better, so I'm going. I need to, see the match. Kendo, match? Izuku, prepare for the match, yeah, that's it, bye, leaves. Kendo, it's the first time in years I've seen him nervous. Melissa, I didn't think that would be the real Izuku. Kendo, believe me, you haven't seen anything yet. Melissa, secrets. Maybe after this, we'll go to your house and you can tell me about the old Izuku. Kendo, haha, if anyone should tell you, it's Izuku. For now, I should prepare to opening the door. Melissa, bye. Kendo, don't get discouraged, I'm sure he'll tell you. Closes the door and holds her chest. So, this is jealousy. I don't like it at all, leave.